Hello guys, Sir Grindalot here, finally! I'm still alive. Yeah, in case you missed my previous update videos, I had my daughter at home because her school was closed, meaning that my wife and I had to take shifts to stay at home with her, and I had absolutely no time to record AnimA videos. I played a bit. I managed to do some grinding, but no way to record videos. So let's see what my current situation is. Well, I'm still playing with the warrior, and for reasons that I will explain to you later. And basically, as soon as I started farming with the warrior at the magician's tower 5th floor, I got this, a tier 6 astral sword. Now, hopefully, future Sir Grindalot will remember to look on the phone for the screenshot of the original astral sword, because I think I took a picture, and link it here to show the role. Basically, it was a tier 6 in name only. It was absolutely awful. But, you know, it was an astral sword at tier 6. So compared to tier 5, it was still an improvement of, I would say, 15-18% over the damage that I was doing previously. And then, after like 3 days, maybe 4 at the most, I got this one. And this one had a much better roll. With this one, infused with a Demon Bone, we are at 5,340 intellect and over 25,000 magical damage, compared to this one, under 4,000 intellect and under 20,000 magical damage. Now, I think it's worth mentioning that even the Demon Bones that I used were very different. The one on the sword with a bad roll, which I'm going to recycle right now, had a very bad demon roll. I mean mediocre, because I didn't save any bad demon bones in my bank, but that one was really mediocre. While the new one, the astral sword that I'm currently using, has a demon bone with an exceptional roll. So it's better. Like, not only for the sword, but also for the demon bone. Hello. Oh, double mimic drop, nice. Now, let's talk about what I'm doing. Like, why am I farming here instead of the magician's tower? I currently have all the items that I want from a season. I don't know how to express it. I have 1,000,000 diamond headbands in the bank, and the drops that I care about for the warrior, I already have astral. Basically, the only drop that I would like to have is a tier 6 astral diamond headband, and maybe the tier 6 sword with the 6 slots astral. What's the name? Virtutis? Something like that. I don't have that one yet. I have a couple, of, maybe 3 of those swords, but not an astral one. So with only 2 drops that I'm looking for, I decided that I would start farming here. Forgotten Realm dungeons, just because I will need enchantments eventually. So, not ideal in terms of drops, of course, because I'm getting way fewer than at the Magician's Tower. Like, there is absolutely no comparison. But, you know, you don't really get enchantments in the Magician's Tower. And I got a few golden keys while farming the Magician's Tower, but way less than farming Forgotten Realm dungeons. Was that an astral? It looked so shiny. Oh no, okay. Oh, and I removed the numbers. I think I can turn them on just to show you the damage that I'm dealing, if you're curious. I turned them off because I noticed that if I use multi-missile for a very long period of time, eventually I need to restart the phone. But if I keep the text off, so the screen doesn't need to show the numbers, I can play a bit longer without having to restart the phone. So I thought, you know what, I don't really care about the numbers right now because I know how much damage I'm dealing. So I'm usually keeping it off while I'm farming, and I should not pick up all this trash. I should only clear the monsters and wait for the enchantment. I have quite a few golden keys in the backpack, no, in the bank, and I believe 8 or 9 in the backpack. I don't want to run them all because it will be a super long video and it will get corrupted by AZ Recorder. I will run 9 now, then I will farm a few Forgotten Realm dungeons later today. I don't know if I will record it, we will see. And then we'll try to run maybe a few more golden keys. And yeah, I will stay here for the most part. Now, the reason why I'm doing this with the warrior and why I'm playing the warrior and all this sort of stuff, since I got some very good items for the warrior, I decided that during the weekend, when I have more time to do tedious stuff, I will respec the warrior to be a warrior, like, proper. We using it like with whirlwind and you know, warrior skills, just to play something a bit different. But doing so, like, to be honest, I was thinking about doing it while recording the video. I realized how many thousand of stat points I would have to reassign, and I decided no. I will do it during the weekend when I have time to do the kind of insane task. And it will take a lot of time. Other than that, the gear that I'm using here on the warrior at the moment, which is the same one I'm using on the mage, has not changed. Double diamond headband on astral armor, diamond headband on astral shield, the Donna rings with Dragon's Lair, Aether with Dragon's Lair, and of course Demon Bone on astral sword. I dropped an enchantment with +2 to all abilities, but I'm not using it right now. But I don't need any extra damage on this character at the moment. Well, on any of my seasonal characters at the moment. I have a few items that I think I may not need to recycle at the end of the season. And what I mean by that is, until I can find an Astral Diamond Headband, the one that I'm currently using is very, very, very good. Like the helmet that I'm using on my characters. So that one is a good target for a +2 to all abilities, because until I will manage to find an astral one, that one will be ideal. The astral armor had a very, very good roll, very, very good. So that one again, it's something that I could keep at the end of the season. The shield, no, I will recycle it eventually, because I have so many astral shields. I have one here on my seasonal characters, and I believe at least 2 on my non-seasonal characters. Can we do the jump? Nope, too far. Feels bad. Oh, wait. Maybe here? I cannot even see. No. Feels uber bad, man. But it's okay. Okay. Oh, no. Wrong direction. Okay. So, as I was saying, I will save up that enchantment for a while. And the nice thing about starting to run a few golden keys is that I will basically clear a full bank page, because I have so many golden keys at the moment. Nice. I don't want to wait until the end. Physical damage. Okay, with this one, no. Well, wait a moment. Magic find. Okay, let's throw it here on the Donna ring. Gold find, yeah, on the Aether. Gold find and other things. Okay, on the Aether, I'm fine. This one I will keep it, just because I don't really have any enchantments that will fit the warrior once I spec it as a warrior. I have one with 2000 physical damage in the bank, which is nice, but that's the only one. But now I will have plus 2000 physical damage, and then plus 1200, whatever it is, physical damage. It all helps. It all helps. Basically, when an enchantment is not centered around dexterity or bullshit like that, it's always useful. Maybe not a lot, but it's always useful. I have not done any testing at all with the warrior yet. Simply because respecing it and crafting a few things and doing testing, it's a bit tedious. So I will definitely save it for the weekend. My idea at the moment is to use... Is this the new one? No. Okay, so if this one is Golden King, what's the name of the new one? Golden Crown? I don't remember the name. Let's call it Golden Crown. Is to use 2 Golden Crowns as helmet, Leonida's armor infused with a Golden Crown, and Sign of Balance, the new shield infused with a Golden Crown. So it will be a very similar setup to what I have for the Mage, which is like 4 of the new helmets and the chest and the shield. And I'm pretty sure those will be my picks. Regarding the weapon, as a base weapon I want to use the new one, the one-handed sword with 6 slots. Virtutis? Something like that. For the infusion I don't know yet, and I will wait, because I want to see if my character will have any mana issues. Because if you're playing a warrior and you hold the whirlwind button, you usually don't really have mana issues, but you're dealing less damage than by tapping it. The problem is that tapping it, your mana goes way down, way too quickly. And usually using, what's the name of that skill? Redemption. Using max the redemption, I can keep up. Because as I kill enemies, I recover mana, which allows me to kill enemies, which allows me to recover mana, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that was awful, but let's keep it. But I really needed to test it. Because I don't believe I've ever tried the warrior with the Dona set rings. And the possibilities are two. The first one is that with the two Adona set rings, we give quite a bit of intellect. And either gives a little bit of intellect, I may have enough mana regeneration to not require the bone necklace. And that would be great. If I have mana issues, my options would either be to look for a weapon that I can infuse that gives mana regeneration. I think there is one that gives extra mana or mana when you hit stuff, I don't remember it. Or simply go with a bone necklace. But if I use a bone necklace and I want to go at max speed, I will be missing an infusion slot in the jewels. Meaning that my weapon will be a Virtutis infused with a Dragon Slayer bow. I still don't know. The way I will test it will be very simple. I will level up a Virtutis to 40 without any infusion and use it with the rest of equipment fully leveled up and upgraded. So I will have double Golden Crown, Leonidas with Golden Crown, Sign of Balance with Golden Crown, and Vedona rings with Dragon Slayers, either with Dragon Slayer, and I will see. If with a single Virtutis, which I think could give me enough damage, at least for a Magician's Tower, I don't have mana issues, then for the infusion I could use something like the Wardanak, which is pretty good. If I have mana issues, I will infuse a Dragon Slayer, and then craft probably an Aether infusing a bone necklace or something like that. Or a bone necklace with a ring of Gige. I don't know if that's enough speed, who knows. But this one was the new one. So similar. What the fuck? They look like the kind of enchantment. I mean, those two enchantments, they have the stats that I usually get on enchantment with +2 to all abilities. Because basically all my enchantment with +2 to all abilities have health regeneration, dexterity, strength, stuff like that. It feels a bit annoying because I've never managed to get a single one with very, very good magical damage or intellect, but it's okay, I guess. I cannot complain about the amount of +2 to all abilities that I got, because on the non-seasonal character I have a +2 to all abilities on each piece of equipment for my mage, and here I have, I believe, 3 on my equipment and 1 in the bank. And there are people who have been playing for quite some time who struggle to have more than 1 or 2. What's this? Endurance. Purple Endurance. Why am I getting so many trash enchantments? Game, you're not being helpful. Another couple of golden keys. We've been doing pretty quickly right now because all these golden keys are extremely low level. Wow, this one is level 14, I didn't even notice it. Oh no, Reincarnation 14. Future Zero Grind a lot. Edit out that part of the video. No. I will not edit it. But because I remember that I had some really low level keys, golden keys, in the bank. So I thought that I had one level 14 and I had it in the bank for a month and a half and I just ran it. But no, it was the Reincarnation level. It's okay. Mistakes were made. It happens all the time. I currently don't have any plans for the Archer. Absolutely zero. So... I'm sorry about that. Still struggling a bit with a cough. After my daughter got a bit sick, I got a little bit sick as well, again. But it's not as bad as a few weeks ago. Like, if you've been following the channel for a while, I think that there was a week or so during which it sounded like I had COVID and I was about to die. But it was just a bad cough. The one that I have right now is like, I cough 4 times a day, especially when I talk too much. And now I'm talking non-stop while I make the video, so my throat is like, hey, remember me? Yeah, I remember it. I do remember it. And I just had a sip of tea, hopefully to... Where do I have to go? Oh my god, the bottom left. So much backtracking. Bloody world of foolishness. As I was saying before I started coughing, I don't have any plan to spec the Archer as an Archer for the time being. And the Warrior will be spec'd as a Warrior during the weekend. And I will be doing some spinning in the near future. And then I will try to find out when is the season going to end, because I would like to know how much stuff I can farm, and does it make any sense to keep going? Am I in a rush to do it? Are we going to release the Necromancer next week? I really have no idea. Well, no one has an idea, because the devs, as far as I know, they're not saying anything. So we all have to wait, I guess. On my regular characters, my warrior is spec'd in a very aggressive way, with double burden on the damned. And I always had mana issues because of that. This warrior will be doing way less damage than my regular one, but I don't care too much. Because with my warrior, with Whirlwind, I was doing 40 billion damage. And you don't need that amount of damage to farm Reincarnation 14, 15, and something like that. Hopefully, I will not have magic resistance issues. Because the new Golden Crown, the helmet, increases magic resistance a lot. Hopefully it will be enough. Because, like, spec'd as a warrior with all equipment for essentially strength, you know, physical damage, I was having a few survivability issues against enemies that were dealing magical damage. Wow, +1 to strong arrow. You go. These are not, I mean, this one is okay. I think it's roughly the same as a +1 to all abilities in terms of damage. These two are trash, but they have magic find. This one is trash and it has magic find. I will keep them simply because when I craft the warrior stuff, I will have a lot of new equipment. So, oh my god, that's a pretty good roll. We keep a Seal of War with a pretty good roll, even if I don't have any plan to use it right now. Yeah, let's go home. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, space in the bank. Finally. There you go. Do I have any regular key? Nice, 1.7. Is that the only key? It's the only key, not very nice. Let's go. I've been recording for around 20 minutes, but I will need to cut the first 3 minutes of the video away. because something fell, and I think that part of the sound track, of the sound file, basically would kill the anyone who is listening to my videos using headphones. So I will just I cut the video there, and you will not hear that. Don't worry, your ears will be safe unless something else happens to fall. In which case I will not edit it out, and I'm sorry. Rip you. I have no idea what I just dropped, but we shall see. A bit of IRL stuff. Well, I mentioned the fact that my daughter's school was closed. She got a bit sick, but it was nothing serious. And it was actually quite funny that the doctor visited her 3 times, because the virus that the other kids got was pretty serious. And one of the main issues with that virus is that kids feel very uncomfortable in the belly and the throat, and they stop eating. And it can be a bit dangerous for little kids. And the doctor visited my daughter 3 times. The first time she had just finished, I believe, 4 chicken nuggets and a muffin. She really likes chicken nuggets. She thinks they're cookies. And the second time she was having a sandwich with cheese and chicken, not fried, just regular chicken. And the third time, what was she eating? Some fruit, I believe. Yeah, she was having some fruit. And basically, by the third time that he visited my daughter, they kicked us out, and they said, "Don't come back, please." But they had to make sure that she was not getting anything serious from her schoolmates who got sick, and no, luckily she didn't. But the school was closed for a week, so we were stuck at home with our daughter for that period. Interestingly enough, well, interesting and funnily for me, not so much for my wife, during the 2 days that I spent alone with my daughter at home, she behaved extremely well. And during the 2 days that my wife stayed at home, she did not behave very well. So, yeah, go daughter. She's team daddy. Maybe I will not punish her today as a reward. She always needs to be punished. She tends to put the bear together with the lion. And I keep telling her, what are you doing? They're not meant to stay together. They don't live together in nature. Don't you watch BBC's Earth with Dave Attenborough? I have no idea how to pronounce the name of that guy. The one who gives the voice to the BBC Earth documentaries. But apparently, no, she has not watched them. Which is fair, because she doesn't watch TV at home, and she doesn't watch it in school either. So, of course, she has not seen them, but still, massive punishment will have to be unleashed next time that she puts a lion together with a bear, or like a tiger together with a polar bear, or stuff like that. And no, she has not been to the zoo, so she cannot use the excuse that I've seen them at the zoo, Daddy. And of course I would punish them for calling me Daddy instead of Sir Grindelot. No, I never punish her. I think that's why she likes to spend time with me. My wife is a bit more strict in what my daughter can and can do. My line of thought is, daughter, are you doing something that can cause your death? No? Okay, then keep going. Just avoid the death and avoid the permanent damage to yourself. Everything else is fine. And it works. She enjoys it, I enjoy it. We do a lot of silly stuff when we're home playing together. But the important thing, of course, is that she's healthy, she's fine, she didn't get anything serious. So she can go back to school with her little friends, and my wife and I can go back to work, which is a lot less tiring than spending time with my daughter. Okay, yeah, zombies and dogs. I did not miss zombies and dogs while I was farming the Magician's Tower. Definitely not. And there is no comparison in terms of drops per hour. I think that there isn't a chart that people can check. Because, like, very... Oh, what's we? Oh, Bloodspine, I don't care. Wait a moment. Okay, they both suck. because I believe that it's basically impossible to know the line. Like, where is the line between Magician's Tower and Forgotten Realm Dungeons in terms of which one is better? In my experience, Magician's Tower is always better, but you have to keep in mind that I tend to run all the keys that I find. I start with the 1.7, but then if I find 1.3 and 1.4 multipliers, I run those. I don't throw them in the rubbish and go look for a Magister that drops a better key. I just run whatever I find. And I try to skip, when possible, the Arcane Passage and the Zombies and Dogs, because it's just too slow. But sometimes it's not possible. Like, you have only one key, Arcane Passage, Zombies and Dogs. You need to accept your fate, and that's what happens. I don't think that I can reliably do something like farm for 5 hours Forgotten Realm Dungeons using only keys with a 1.7 multiplier, and then farm for 5 hours with Magician's Tower non-stop and see which one yields a better result. Like, in my experience, and it's 100% clear, not even close, if we go by drops per hour, the Magician's Tower is always better. Always better. I don't know if only Forgotten Realm Dungeons with a 1.7 multiplier would be better. I'm not so sure about it. I'm honestly not so sure. Just because of the backtracking and zombies and sometimes huge maps that waste you a lot of time. So it's a very difficult comparison to do. But if you had to, like, if you gave me the forced option to either play Forgotten Realm Dungeons or Magician's Tower forever, with the exception of the golden keys, I would go with the Magician's Tower. Like, if you guaranteed me some golden keys for every, I don't know, one golden key every half an hour in the Magician's Tower or something like that, I would go with Magician's Tower easily in terms of drops. But of course, Forgotten Realms, you get the golden keys, you get enchantment, and you get +7 magic find, +6 gold find, and you feel good about yourself. Starting to leave some stuff on the ground. Saves time. It saves time. When you reach the point where you have a couple of thousand Kabalites, and you don't need to craft a lot of stuff, leaving stuff that you clearly know you don't need on the ground is a time saver, because you don't get too many full backpacks. You don't need to waste time either going back home to recycle stuff or identify and sell it to a pet. You just don't pick it up. It stays there. To me, the like Forgotten Realm Dungeon versus Magician's Tower, the argument sometimes feels a bit like the Ember versus Demon Bone one. But the problem is that if you tell me Ember is better than Demon Bone, you're wrong. Like, testing has been done both as an infusion and as a ending item, and Demon Bone is always better for Mage. And Ember is not better. That's it. I believe if we could run tests, one of the two would definitely be better. And I believe it's the Magician's Tower. But I don't have a way to test. There is too much randomness involved. And you also cannot do tests. Like, tests like this take a lot of time, because you need to drop hundreds of pieces of equipment before you can be able to like compare the two. Because it's not only drops per hour. You should also try to compare like how many tier 6 items you get if you start running different reincarnation levels for the Forgotten Keys. Because, for example, here I'm essentially one-shotting everything. Sometimes not with Magic Orbit, but always with multi-missile. And I will one-shot everything with multi-missile for several reincarnations. 14, 15, 16, everything goes down in one shot. And that brings up the problem of, if you had only keys with a 1.7 multiplier, and you were one-shotting everything, would you be getting more tier 6 drops per hour doing Reincarnation 16 Forgotten Realms, or speedrunning the Magician's Tower and forgetting everything with Magic Orbit? I have no idea. I really have no idea. If there was a way to set up a bot, like on a fake offline account using a throwaway Google account, I would probably do it. But I don't believe there is a way to set up a bot that complicated. At least if there is, I don't really have the knowledge or to do it, and I will not even look into it. Hopefully some people will do it and will post some videos showing the results and all this sort of stuff. Like the other day I had the thought of doing it, but just variance is so huge in this game. When I was going to work yesterday, I was running Forgotten Realm Dungeons, and the first one was huge. Took me probably 5 or 6 minutes just because of the size of the map. I got one legendary drop. The following map was one of those maps that you clear the first room and you are 15% done. And it was maybe 7 or 8 rooms total, and I got 3 legendary drops. It's so difficult to make comparisons. So difficult. The Magician's Tower is always like that. It's always like that. Like, it never changes. You don't need to worry about map size. You don't need to worry about what mobs there are. You don't need to worry a lot of stuff. It's good old reliable. And I get more stuff per hour. That one I can clearly say it simply for the amount of times that I need to empty the backpack. Per hour I get way more in the Magician's Tower. Will it always be like that? Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. We shall see. Going slightly off topic, from AnimA, I have started to play, I think it's called Genshin Impact. It's a pretty good game, very different game, very different. But it's, you know, action role-play game with a pretty good, not pretty good, pretty large open world, very beautiful graphics and very beautiful soundtrack. I'm having fun. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the kind of game for which I would make videos. It's really beautiful, but it's like videos of me making quests, and I need to focus on what the characters say or read it, and it's a bit difficult for me to make a video like that. While with AnimA, you're just one-shotting everything while you're going around, and I can rant about anything I want. It's a lot easier. But Genshin Impact, yeah. If you like open world role-playing games, it's been very popular during the last 2 or 3 months. It's free to play with some in-game purchases that don't feel terrible at the moment. So definitely recommended by me. Definitely recommended. Just for how it looks and the sound, it's worth trying. And because, of course, recently I'm starting to be a bit burned out by AnimA, because for the last month and a bit I've been farming essentially daily for quite a few hours here with the seasonal character, and I'm at the point that, well, the seasonal characters I have the seasonal items I have all of them, some of them more than 10. And I don't plan to spend the next, I don't know, 2 months just farming nonsensely, looking for an Astral Diamond headband. I will be running a few Forgotten Realm dungeons here and there. do some farming in Magician's Tower, but I think that every now and then I will definitely take a break from the game, and instead of playing it daily, maybe I will play it only a couple of times a week in longer sessions, and hopefully I will record them and keep track of my progress with those short playing sessions, because sometimes with the fact that I cannot record all my playing sessions because I don't record when I play on the bus, like some of my progress happens off camera. But if I only play 2 or 3 hours, maybe more than that, let's say 3 or 3 hours a week, and I get the chance to record all of it, then all my progress will be there. Hopefully I will get some decent stuff. I hate this map so much. I hate it so much. How long have I been recording? About half an hour. So we're still safe in terms of the file getting corrupted. That one should not be a problem. And after I put the video on the computer, I will start to edit it. And then as I process it, I will prepare my lunch. Start preparing my lunch. Today I have a day off. Can have a bit of rest. Later I will try to have a nap, because daughter came back home and decided that she doesn't want to sleep well during the week at night, which is not ideal. I would not recommend it. And so a day nap on a day off would be quite amazing. But we shall see. We shall see. No golden keys at all. Okay. I wonder if I will regret changing the spec of the warrior to the spinning version. Because I remember that when I did it with my regular characters and I played the warrior, I was like, wow, spinning and charging around is so fun. I like it a lot. And then I went back to play the Mage for a bit when I was farming Forgotten Realms, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much better. So maybe the change of pace will be nice, but I will eventually move back to Mage. The Mage and the Magician's Tower is quite amazing. Oh, this character is dealing a lot less damage than what was it? My archer, specced as a mage, because I have not completed the Australian Wheel. Like, I got a few here and there just to have extra magical damage and intellect, because I think that 5.5 billion is a very good breakpoint for Magic Orbit, especially for farming Magician's Tower. Because even if you get the champions that reduce your damage in half, you're still one-shotting basically everything. And so I stopped purchasing things for Mage, and you see I unlocked the first wheel for strength, the third wheel for AoE melee, Whirlwind, and here I'm starting to increase physical damage, because it will be a spinning machine very, very soon. Golden key, please. Oh, nice. Well, let's run it. Yeah, I think this will be the last one. Close to 40 minutes. I have a few things to do at home before the nap. And then I have to do the nap. Busy day, busy day. It would be nice to drop a nice enchantment from a key that I dropped in the video. Usually when I drop a key and I run it, it's garbage. Absolute garbage. Will this be any different? I hope so. I really hope so. I hope that AnimA will feel jealous. Like, I hope that it's recording, like, it's mining data from my phone, and it found out that I'm playing another game, and we're like, oh, I will show you, Sir Grandel, how dare you? Here, have this nice enchantment, come back to me. So far I got only trash. So if I have that system implemented in their game, the AnimA guys they need to improve it. Other than that, we shall see what we get from this enchantment. My guess, I have not seen an enchantment with just magical damage in the season, in the whole season. So my guess is around 1800 magical damage. Okay. I'm not complaining. But you see, this is my destiny. +2 to all abilities. Whoa! 344 to magic resistance. It's really my destiny. I will take a screenshot, because this will definitely be my... what is it called? The thumbnail for the video. It's okay. I'm happy. I'm very happy to get a +2 to all abilities. Not exactly the stats that I wanted, not the one I needed, but those that I got. This is the grind a lot checking out. Hopefully I will have another grinding session later today. If so, I will record it and it will probably be my weekend video. Otherwise, I will be back to you probably beginning of the next week. Unfortunately, due to our in real life situation with the daughter missing a week of school, we have a lot of stuff to do at home. Like, our backlog of things to tidy, clean and wash at home is pretty insane at the moment, and weekend will be pretty busy from that point of view. But I will be back soon, fear not. This is Zero Grind a lot checking out. Wishing you all a happy grinding, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, take care.